Hi everyone, my name is Julie, thank you so much for watching, and my background is not as beautiful today because the sun over here is just so bright, but I have to film today. So let's get into this, and you have seen in the last few weeks me starting a lot of project pans, and I know some of you have wondered why that is, and when I did my collection video, I realized how many wonderful products I had and that I wasn't really using everything. Because of my project pans, you can only work on so many blushes at a time, you can only work on so many eyeshadows at a time, you can only work on so many perfumes at a time, nail polish, etc., etc. Every category is kind of the same thing. I was not using a lot of stuff that I've never used. And I'm still buying more, which just gives me more of a backlog of what's in my collection. And while my makeup rehab has been doing awesome this year, right now I'm at a third of what I spent last year, which is really good. I still have all the stuff from last year I haven't really tried. So I am doing more and more project pans. But we're going to see what I like, what I dislike. I'm going to not be afraid to declutter. I'm really going to embrace the declutter lifestyle, I think. I've faked decluttering it, fake decluttering my collection. And now I'm really looking at it what do I like? What do I not like? And that leads me to here. This is a collab with Rebecca Ann. If you don't know her, she's a really sweet YouTuber. She just graduated college and she's starting off in her, what I call the adult, the adult world. Although I realize most people by college should be in the adult world, but I wasn't. I most certainly was not an adult until I left college. And so we decided to do a mini madness project pan. So we picked out 20 minis from our collection, see if we like them, see if we can use them up. This is a rolling project pan, so as I use up a mini, I'm going to be able to roll another one in, which I think is really nice because it'll keep my panning collection fresh, and I'll be able to try all that stuff that's been coming in that I want to try samples of, but I haven't bought the full size, but I haven't actually used a sample yet either. And it'll just keep, I think, me a little bit more excited about using my stuff. Now, the stuff I've been using, a lot of it I really, really love, so I am appreciating getting the time to use it, but I also know that there's stuff languishing in my collection that I just haven't used, and this hopefully will give me a chance to blah, 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 use it up. You already know where we're going with this, so let's dive in. Am I talking fast today? I feel like I just talked really fast. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. The first thing I've gotten kind of tired of is nail polish. I have been not painting my nails as much because I've been using better quality nail polishes, but it's gotten me into this rut of using the same 3 colors every week in and out. And so you've seen some nail polishes pop into my hashtag failed project pan, and I'm going to put some in here too, knowing that it's going to slow down my project polishes use up. Words are escaping me right now. I'm so sorry, this video is such a hot mess. I put in 2 because, listen, why not? And the first one is this really pretty blue, but I'm interested to see if it works on my skin tone. This is called Ange. It's a Boho Glam, and it's a gray blue. And as you can see, this is super, super mini. I'm just interested to see if I even like this shade. I think this is going to be really on trend for fall, so I'm excited to use this in September and October and just give myself a little bit more different stuff to use. I'm just tired of using the pinks and the corals and I need to finish those polishes, I know, but I don't want to use them anymore. I'm just at the stage, I don't wanna. You can't make me. Oh, this is a weird video. Okay, I have other polishes, why not use other ones I actually want to use? So this one's in here. I also have this one. This is the shade Carissa, not Clarissa, Carissa with a CH. And this is a mauve. These are both creams. I decided on creams. I'm kind of into hollows, but I'm really hoping for Christmas I might get Holo Taco. We shall see. I told Santa that's what I wanted. We shall see what ends up happening. And I love the julep formulas, and I do like the fact that these are super small bottles, because this should be less than 10 uses. The big bottles are really 10 to 15 uses, so this should be more 5 to 7. They're both 0.12 fluid ounces or 3 milliliters. I've also been using a blush, right? I've been using my Pan That Palette face palette, the blush in there, the Becca one, pretty much all year. I've been using it for at least 6 months, and I'm finally hitting pan. I put in that NYX one in my failed project pan, but I felt like maybe I wanted something different. I want a choice with blush, and I'm not giving myself too much of a choice with blush, but I did put in Partey. This is the free Tarte gift from birthday from Sephora. It's brand new. I've never used it. You guys know what this looks like. I'm sorry. The lighting is just crazy today. It's very, very neutral, and I just want to see if this works for my skin tone. And in the winters when this will work. This is very light. This is about as light as you can imagine and still call it a blush. It looks pretty on my inner forearm. On my forearm here. So I think it'll be great for winter. I'm just interested to see if I like it on my skin tone. I also think maybe this is better for spring, like winter, spring, when I'm at my palest. But I'm interested to see. I don't know. A lot of people love this blush, so I'm hoping I love it too. I have eye products. And I put them in here to test to see what I want to do for 2020. I have been doing 1 month from palette, and I haven't finished my palettes, but I've done a great job decluttering. Actually, I think my Pan That palette, or my 1 month one palette, has been the most successful this year, especially since I'm not very good at panning eyeshadows. So I didn't know where I wanted to go in 2020. And I'm thinking about maybe doing my smaller eyeshadow palettes. I don't know like how long that's going to take. I don't know exactly what that will look like. If you're interested in something like that, please let me know. Like, should I focus on singles? Like, that normally has a lot more product in it than a palette. Plus, I also have my backlog of palettes. Plus, I haven't even used all my palettes because I have more palettes than I have months in a single year, even though I've been using like 2 to 3 palettes a month. I just haven't gotten there yet. So even though I have decluttered a crap ton too, I still, it's a thing. Okay, so I want to test and see if a smaller palette I can use day in and day out and see if I like it. So I have this tiny quad. You have seen this before in many, many project pans. This is a tiny Ulta quad that's falling apart right here. I just caught some in my hand. I'm going to throw that on the ground actually, because I can. I'm the one who cleans this room. I can dirty it. This is the eyeshadow quad. I've got In the Buff, which is the cream, which I've hit pan on. This is actually a conglomeration of both In the Buff and other eyeshadow palettes, including one that's in a tiny Smashbox trio. I've got Sunrise, Toast, and Mink. That is what it looks like. You can see I've hit pretty good pan in Sunrise, which was, again, in another project pan. I want to see if I can actually use up all of these. I think that the Mink one is going to be the hardest for me, but as you can see, I've broken it, and I would like to get this gone. I'd like actually to use this palette to put in other eyeshadows that I need to repress, and I think this is actually the perfect size for it. So I'd like to use this one up. This is going to be a challenge for me. This one in particular is going to be a real challenge for me, but we'll see how it happens. I'm kind of excited about using that. Also with eyes, I brought another eyeshadow in here because I am crazy. This is the LOC, or Love of Color. This is a Tati eye crayon in the shade Impress Me. You guys know I've been using the one and done stick, like the sister to this one in the champagne shade, to go on my eyes. I actually have that one on the inner corner of my eyes today, and I like it. And you should be able to use these up in a single season. And a season to me is 4 months. So this one is that there. It is a copper, nope, it's a bronze, it's a purple bronze. I really do like this one. I think it's really pretty. This is really your one shadow look, I think, for me in particular. This is how much I have. I'll go ahead and measure this so we all know how we're doing together on it. I'm a little nervous because I did not finish that other one, and I'm still working on it clearly as it's on my eyes. And I only have a little bit of time left on that. I only have it to the end of September, so like what, 3 weeks from when you're seeing this video, 2 weeks from when you're seeing this video. I don't have much time left, and there's much more that I'm not going to finish, but I'm hoping to get good use on this one as well. Maybe leading up to finishing it next year. Maybe I should finish my cream eyeshadows next year. I don't know. I also have an eyeliner. I've been not meeting my goals when it comes to using up eyeliners, like across the board. The one that ends in September, the same one. I probably will be finishing the goal, but it's not finishing the product. But I'm hoping maybe I can finish this one. I don't know. It's like it's a tiny sample. Like all these are minis. This is the Julep When Pencil Meets Gel long-lasting eyeliner in Blackest Black. I'm going to start using black again here, you know, as winter comes along. I've been using bronze all summer, brown or purple, but this just looked really nice. It's a nice matte black. It is really creamy. It clearly has broken a little bit. You can see that. Sharpening is going to be interesting to start with, so I'm hoping that this is not like truly broken, because I would like to try it. I like the other Julep one I've been using. I think this is good. Let's see if I can smudge it. Oh no, once it sets, it really sets. That's good. Okay, awesome. I'm excited about this one. I just hope I didn't break it already. I'm also putting in 2 mascaras. One was my Ulta birthday gift this year, the Cils Booster XL from Lancome. I've never tried an eyelash primer before, so I thought, while I'm using it, might as well see if I like it instead of just wasting it in my collection. I don't know, people say good things about it. I just don't feel really the need. Is this lighting better? I'm so sorry. I feel like I've been flashing. Nope, definitely not better. But that's what it looks like. Okay, we'll just keep going. This is just one of those videos, you know, listen. Whatever, not professional. Just doing this for fun. So you guys keep me accountable. This is why we do this, right? This is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. Everyone went gaga over this spring, and I never tried it, even though I got a sample of it. This is what it looks like. I haven't unscrewed either of these to open them to the air, because I'm finishing one final mascara before I dig into these, which hopefully it should be finished up next month. So that still gives me 3 months to use those, so not super worried about it. I do hope the 2 mascaras work together. I hope the Lancome Lash Primer and the Kush Mascara work really well together. But again, if they don't, guess what? Rolling project pan, dude. Bye-bye. See you later. Next. Bring in the next one. I do have a lipstick because, of course, I've got my mini lip products going on for 2019. And I decided to put in Tannin, which is this deep red. This is the Bite Beauty. It is a dual stick. On the other side, I've got the shade Holly, which is a much brighter red. But look how pretty that is. Is that not just fabulous? This is what you want for the holiday season. I am a Christian, so this is what I like to wear for Christmas. This is what I like to wear for all of the holidays leading up to Christmas and afterwards and all the family events and things like that. So this kind of matches my dress today. What I like about Tannin, I almost said Holly. What I like about this one in particular is that it's a blue-based red. It makes my teeth look really, really white. I like the Bite formula in general in terms of lipsticks. I do have this Cover FX powder in Translucent Light. This has, what I saw, a little tiny shimmer in it. This was in my advent calendar this year, and it's like the smallest little thing you've ever seen. But since it had a little shimmer in it, I really want to use it up in the fall time, because once spring comes, this is not what I'm going to reach for. So I really want to finish it up like now-ish, like now moving towards Christmas, moving towards the new year. This is what I want to use up. And it's really small. I can't imagine this will take me very long. It's only 1 gram of product. But knowing me, I don't use powder as much as other people. I don't know, we'll see what happens there. I have a primer because, you know, I've been on a primer kick lately. I've thrown in like a massive amount of primers in my project pan. So I'll be probably systematically going through them one at a time to see what I can use up and see if I even like any of them. This is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This is part of that crazy Milk makeup collection I bought last year. I spent like so much money on this, and I feel like I haven't really liked anything, at least nothing to like write home about. But I've heard good things about the Blur Stick. This is one of the products I bought the kit for because I had this in here, and I'm hopefully going to like it. Again, I think in the winter, that's what I'm going to want it, especially if I'm topping it with that Cover FX powder and it's glittery. I want something that does not show my pores, so I'm hoping the Blur Primer will do that for me. I also have the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. I'm going to use this like a primer because it says wear alone or layer with your favorite foundation. This is going to be something that's really, really shiny. Again, I think it's better for the winter months to be shiny as opposed to the summer where you just look sweaty. So this is my time to shine. See what I did there? And, oh, I'm in a mood. And just use this up. Or see if I even like it. I don't know. I haven't used it. I do have one skincare product in here. I put the Ole Hendrickson Truth Serum. Everyone raves about this. I got this in an advent calendar last year. I've never tried it. I would like to try it. And now is the time to try it. It says it's just a face serum. So I know I already have my other collab going where I put a full-size moisturizer in, but maybe I'll shift off with that and see how it goes. And then I have samples of fragrances. I am changing my mind on what I want to do with fragrances like every video, I swear. I was like, I don't want to use my samples. I'd rather use my full sizes because then like I get another full size out of my life. And then this came along and I'm like, I'm going to grab some samples of perfume. I don't know what I want to do. But I've got 4 because one wasn't enough apparently. I have the C by Giorgio Armani. I know I like this one. It's really, actually, I think beautiful. This is the Viktor and Rolf Magic Dancing Roses. Never heard of this one, actually. I didn't know this was in my collection. Is it good? I don't know. It smells like roses. We shall see. This is the Replica Lazy Sunday Morning. I don't always like replica scents, I think, because they're unisex. They're not exactly what I'm looking for, but I want to give this one a go. Actually, I haven't even sprayed that one yet. And then I've got the Commodity Nectar, which I know I like and I want to use. And if I didn't have a full size in another project pan, I know I could use each of these sprays in like 6 uses, like 6 days worth of use. But because we have a full size in another project, like we do, you know, like we're all using this together, I don't know how fast I'm going to use those up. So we shall see. I know I'll use them up clearly by January because they're just samples, but I want to make sure I'm using that full size as well. So I might like trade off week here, week there and just see what happens. But this is a rolling project pan, so I'm hopefully going to come back in a month and show you lots and lots of empties. We shall see what happens there. Cross your fingers. And Rebecca Ann, thank you so much for partnering with me. I'm really excited about this. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm rushing to the finish here with all these minis, and it gives me a good chance to explore my collection, and I hope you all watching are exploring your collection as well. I feel like it's weird to say, but we're 75% through 2019, so it's like the final 25% to 2020, and you know, new year, new you, all that jazz. It's time to really start setting those goals and kind of working to start 2020 off on the right foot. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for dealing with like whatever this video became. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.